Hi everyone, I'm Gemma and I'm the owner of Gemma Redmond Vintage, and I'm here today to share with you some recent additions to my online collection. All of these pieces will be being added to the website from next week, but as always, if you'd like to find out more about any of them, please don't hesitate to send me a message. I can provide you with further images, and you're also welcome to make a purchase if you would like to do so. So this week I have 6 pieces to share with you. The items range in date from the Victorian era through to the 1950s. So there's a little bit of a theme as well, a colour theme. We have a lot of greens, some lovely paste stones and crystals to share with you too. So I think I'll begin with my brooch. As I'm sure a lot of your eyes have been drawn to this really beautiful and elegant piece. It dates from the Victorian era and, as you can see, depicts a butterfly in flight. The detailing at the ends of the wings and the body of the insect give it an almost lace-like effect. It's really, really intricate. This piece is constructed from sterling silver. It's marked on the back sterling and it's set with really shimmering paste stones. They really are in wonderful condition for their age. So I'll just unclasp it. It fastens with a C-clasp, so it's nice and easy to unhook, but the C-clasp has a lovely little curl at the end of it which keeps it nice and secure. As you can see, it's really special and shimmering. You can see, if you look very closely, that the eyes of the butterfly are detailed with sweet little red paste stones too, and the body has this lovely stripe effect across it as well. On the reverse, you can see the open work detail and the craftsmanship in all its glory. We have a tube hinge here as testimony to the age of the piece, and a nice, strong and long fastening pin too. Okay, next let's move on to the rest of the jewellery I'm wearing. I'll take my jacket off so you can get a closer look at this as well. So let's move on to the earrings that I'm wearing, which really are statement pieces. And they date from the 1930s. They are Art Deco era, and I think they're almost Egyptian revival inspired in design, with these strong columns and this ribbed effect to the brass. They are constructed from brass, and the brass is a lovely bright yellow tone to it, and then they're detailed with these central large baguette panels in green glass, and they're beautifully faceted. There's a lot of depth to the colour. They're almost mirror glass like in appearance, which makes me think that these earrings probably originate in Czechoslovakia. So I'll take them off so you can have a closer look. As you can see, they are clip-ons, and I should also mention that for those of you who don't know, my clip-on earrings all come with slip-on removable pads, which you can take on and off should you wish to wear them when you're wearing your earrings, just to make them that little bit more comfortable, as nowadays we're not all used to wearing clip-on earrings. You can see there's a really great depth of colour to the green, and you can see on the reverse here these clips are nice and strong, and the detailing goes right the way around the earring. Okay, next let's move on to the bracelet that I'm wearing. This bracelet is part of a set. It comes with a matching pendant, which I'll share with you in a moment. Those of you who are in the know may recognise this as a piece by the Czechoslovakian Niger brothers, who specialised in the 1920s, particularly in jewellery which was Far Eastern inspired or ancient Egyptian inspired. This is one of their Far Eastern inspired creations, and we can see we've got Far Eastern lettering picked out in brass along this design. We've got Peking glass cabochons, and then in the centre here, Peking glass panels or green glass panels which have been pressed with dragon motifs. I'll take the bracelet off so you can have a closer look at these motifs. It's the fastening is a box clasp, which means that when the bracelet is worn, this fastening appears almost invisible. So that's a really nice example, hint of quality. And you can see, if you look very closely in the light, these dragon motifs right the way along the length of the bracelet, and you can see that the construction is beautiful, just as beautiful on the back as it is on the front. Here's the matching pendant. The design echoes that which we see in the bracelet. We've got the East Asian inspired lettering and the dragon motif, and on the reverse the pendant is beautifully finished. These pieces are both in excellent condition too. So often you see that the glass is chipped or lost. However, the glass in these pieces has been beautifully preserved. Okay, next let's move on to this really eye-catching necklace, which I'm sure you have all noticed. This piece dates from circa 1910, so it's at the cusp of the Art Deco era. As you can see, it features along its length open back mounted crystals in circular cuts, and these crystals form a halo here in the pendant around this wonderful open back mounted green glass stone. I'll just open the bottom of my shirt so you can get an idea of what this looks like against skin tone too. So you can see that it's a fairly pale green, but I think it looks great worn with different hues of green. It really makes, worn on top of the green, it really makes the green pop as well. I'm sure you'll agree. The stones, the crystals go right the way around the back of the necklace too. So I'll just unclasp it. It fastens with a bolt ring, and the bolt ring is quite large, so it's easy for you to take off and put on yourself if you've not got anybody to help you get the necklace on. And you can see that these stones are all shimmering and in wonderful condition, and this open back mount here on the green glass just really makes the colour sing. Next, let's move on to this really sweet dress clip. This dress clip features a cherub design. It's constructed from just gilded metal, but the moulding is lovely on it. It's really sweet, and this piece dates from probably the late 1930s. So I'll just fasten this up, and I'll show you what it would look like worn at the top of this shirt done up here. We'll fasten the top button, and then we'll open this up and pop him down the middle there. So you can see that you can have him standing proud just a little bit, so his torch is a little bit higher than what you're wearing, or you can perhaps pin it to the top of a pocket, or perhaps a hat, anywhere you like. Dress clips are so versatile. You could even loop a necklace through and have it as a pendant too if you wish to do so. Finally, let's finish on a high. I have next these fabulous and really special earrings. Those of you who remember the turquoise glass brooch that I shared with you a couple of weeks ago will instantly recognise this design as being by Christian Dior. However, the turquoise glass brooch was unsigned. These earrings are signed. They're both stamped on the reverse. I'll show you now with a cartouche which is stamped with Christian Dior 1958. So these earrings were constructed in 1958. They were made by Henkel and Grosset, the German jewellery creators, for Christian Dior, following a design by the French perruquier Francis Winter. We see several variations of this design in turquoise glass and also in red rhinestones too. This is the green rhinestone version. These rhinestones, green rhinestones, are all open back mounted, so the light shines beautifully through them. The construction is fabulous, and the rhinestones are all set within halos of Aurora Borealis rhinestones, which were developed by Swarovski for the House of Christian Dior in 1955. So I'll just clip them in so you get an idea of how they look when worn, and I'm sure you'll agree they're rather spectacular, and they look as special as the name and the date suggests. They're really a wonderful example of Christian Dior couture jewellery from the 1950s. You can see the green shimmers beautifully and has such depth, and so I'm sure you love them just as much as I do. That's my selection of pieces to share with you this week. To recap, we have these Christian Dior 1958 earrings, these Niger Brothers 1920s East Asian inspired bracelet and pendant set, these brass and green glass 1930s earrings, this 1930s cherub dress clip, this circa 1910 glass and crystal pendant necklace, and this Victorian sterling silver and paste butterfly brooch. Thanks so much for joining me again. I hope you've enjoyed this selection, and I look forward to seeing you all again next Friday. Take care. Bye bye.